It thinks it's going live. Oh, I'm live. Hey, look at that. I'm only 1 minute late. All right. Welcome to the live 11/28/2021. A lot of people on the old Instagram joining. Hopefully people on Facebook will come online. And then we'll just talk. All right. So thanks for coming on. We're going to be giving away $1 zillion. Not really. I want to show you something I'm working on that's dumb to you maybe. See this? It's a snap-on decal. I've had this snap-on decal for more than 20 years. I have one snap-on tool, but it was ripped. So I fixed it, and now I can stick it back on the wall. But it's been kind of squished up and rolled in a ball and kind of cut in half. But now it's fixed. Of course, now I have no room to put anything anywhere. I didn't announce this live, but we go live every Sunday at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And the reason why you're probably here is this here car. Can you see it on the phones? Good news with the phones is I can take them. Oh, except for Instagram got paused. Sorry, Instagram. Here we go. Get up. I'm walking with two phones. See? Woo! Isn't that cool? Here's the car. 69 Charger. I just spent a lot of time cleaning it. Had a lot of dust on it. And I put this paper in the windows. And the next thing I will do, next day I get a warm. Hey crew. Next day I get a warm day. I will. What am I trying to say? Do the epoxy primer again. Name these good. Don't want to. It's weird to be going live on 3 different things. So, any questions? How are you, crew? How's, the place I know you from? Is it fun? It should be fun starting tomorrow, but we'll never know. I was expecting more people to get on the old YouTube. Apparently not yet. Don't they know it's on Sundays? Probably put this snap-on thing over in the corner. So I'll move it off my bench. Let's give away something. Remember what I was going to give away? If you look at one of my old videos, I still haven't made it to 2,000 subs on YouTube. But I was going to give away a taillight panel from a 69 Charger. And I mean, I'm seriously going to ship it, everything. Just give it away. But I can't get to 2,000 subscribers. So if you guys know people that like cars, especially Chargers or generallee, tell them, subscribe. And I will give them the taillight panel. So what else? What's going on? How many tries did it take to make the rebel flag come out of reduce template? Oh, I haven't made one yet. Danielle Hicks. Is that who I think it is? Sweet. I'm going to use decals, though, because I don't think I will sell this, but if I ever do, somebody else might not want it to be the generallee. And you just peel them off and you have an orange car. And then if you don't want an orange car, you can just scratch it off and repaint it. So, yeah. It's funny. I seem to get a lot more on the old Instagram. There's somebody coming on the YouTube. 5 minutes late. How long have you been working on Charger? 6 years. Can you believe 6 years of my life has gone into this thing? Watch the old video. It's really shaky, and then like, I don't know. And I really just started doing it so I could document doing it. And then over time, I'm like, well, why don't I just make a YouTube channel out of it? So I did. And then, I mean, I've cut the entire back of it off. I've cut, well, look at the old videos, like the whole back of the car. Did some little bit of framework on the back. and underneath the driver's side was kind of rotted out, and what's it called? I know what it's called. You know, underneath the door. When you get to be my age of 64 years old, can't think of words. What's it called? You know, I probably have a piece of it sitting right here. What's your YouTube channel? It's called Geek and Son, same as this. Also on TikTok. I'm almost to 1,000 subscribers on TikTok. So I'll be going 60. So if you get a minute, go. I know the dangers of social media, and I'm telling you, super addictive. So if you're a kid or dumb like me, TikTok's addictive because it's like one after the other. It's bing, 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 bing. So be careful with that. Anyway, yeah, Nick 90, Junior Nick 90. Check it out, Geek and Son. City Finance joined. Isn't that nice? Well, let me show you instead of here just talking to you. I've got these lint-free cloths. They're just squares. And I got some glass cleaner. I don't know what brand name it is. Doesn't matter. That, and I'm not advertising for these people. They're not giving me a nickel. Haha, switch to YouTube. You might get a better view of the car. There it is. Dun, dun, dun. This stuff, prep all, stick it in one of these and spray it on. Hi, wife, you want to come in? I'm live on 3 different things.
Oh.
Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And Jake just moved over from Instagram over to YouTube. Did you subscribe, Jake?
Welcome, Jake.
Looking good, man. Are you talking about my wife, dude? What's up? Okay. Oh, look, it's Russ Bucket Restos. Wave at that dude. Bing. He's man. He makes me look like an amateur. Check out his. If you haven't seen, if you're on YouTube, go to Russ Bucket Restos. Ending video. What's going on? Thank you, dude. Back up. My YouTube one decided it wanted to go off. Not my YouTube, my, what do you call it? Live video. Facebook one. Start live video. Anyway, check his out. He's doing a 68 and a GTO, and I forget what else. Comment on there. If you want, tell these people what you're doing. Oh, okay, good. What do you mean? Nah, not the wife's pretty good. She's not dressed up right now. Should we do something that'll get us some views? No, never mind. What? It was a joke.
No.
It's a joke. Anyway.
Not to mention, I'm already all.
Been
dealing with the flocking tree all day.
You're getting dusty, I'm sure. The reason I was going to take this out. Let's get back to this. Thanks, Jake. Is it really slow or something? So, anyway, you guys, if you're on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook, check out Russ Bucket Restos. His 68 was just, I'm telling you, it's garbage. And he's rebuilt the whole thing, and it's pretty, and he's good at it. And there's another one on there, Chris Birdsong, same kind of thing. Just, I know I've talked to Russ Bucket Restos before, and it's not his main job from what I understand, but you would never be able to tell because he's good at it. Me, I figure this stuff as I go. He does like that, what do you call it thing? He measures. You guys heard of that measuring thing? I'm more of like well, that looks pretty good. Okay, maybe not that bad. Replacement video. Double frame rail replacement video comes out tomorrow. You hear that? You're welcome. Can we say your name? They probably know your name. I won't say it unless you say it. He's got, and subscribe to his YouTube channel. Not his YouTube channel, his Instagram. And maybe he'll put me on his YouTube channel so I can get some subs. That'd be sweet, dude. Anyway, I just wanted to show you. Glass cleaner. Foam it up. You don't want to use, can this one see? I got so many cameras. I don't know if you can't see, all I'm doing is going to spray the hood. I sprayed the hood, and then take this thing and wipe it. You don't want to use the same side. And look, I spent hours cleaning this thing, and it's still crud on there. Now, if I was doing like the final paint kind of thing, I would be meticulously cleaning this. I'm about to respray the epoxy primer, which is, let's see here. No, I can't get to it, but it's a big thing. And again, I don't make any money from these people, but I get it from Eastwood, and they're good. Their stuff is good. But anyway, keep wiping. And it was full of dust from me sanding, because I'll sand and I'll sand. And really, that's where I am now in the process, is just sanding. Buckets Burner. Hey, dude, how many subs you got now? Buckets Burner, another one to check out. If you got like, he does basketball clips, and I know him, and he just started the YouTube channel, and he's already over 1,000 subs, and boom, boom, boom. I'd give you more information, but then you'd figure out who he was. But very good, very good. So again, just clean. There's tons of dust on it from the sanding. I mean, look at that. Can you even see? I mean, it's hard to see now, but I'm telling you, it's still too dirty. If I were doing the final paint, 1,150, sweet. He's going to catch up with me. I've had this thing for 2 years. Anyway, oh, see, look at that. Dirty. But first I went over it with this and a sprayer. Not that what is this technically called? Wax and grease remover. I saw this on another channel. That's another channel you should check out. It's Still Standing. He's doing a 78 Monte Carlo. Woo! What do you call it? It's one of the jumpy ones. You're welcome, Buckets Burner. And you're also on Instagram and Facebook Live. So I'm all for people are like, well, you can't promote other channels. Why not? We're not really competing. He doesn't do anything I do. Now the Rust Bucket Restos is similar to mine, but he's not doing a generallee. I'm all for cross helping. There's plenty of people out there to watch everything. There's like Vice Grip Garage. I knew him when he had none, and he's got over 1 million now. And Chris Birdsong and Invincible Extreme and my wife's channel. I've been in between your channel and Puddin' Fab Pop Show. Sweet, sweet. In fact, I like Puddin' Fab. He's funny. Oh, Clark's. What's Clark's? Clark's Place. A lot of these channels I'm talking about, if you go to the YouTube channel, they're in my description under channels. My wife's channel, she does decor. It's called Finesse. My friend Les, who does a lot of the work on here, he actually fixes what I break. His is The Road Less Traveled. There's a guy on there that does mostly Volkswagens. In fact, he just did one. I saw it pop up before I came in here. It's MX 5150. So, yeah, I don't want to sit here and promote everybody's channel, but there's some good stuff going on out here. A lot of people I know are doing this just to be cool, you know? So, some of the people I wanted to talk to, I was hoping would jump on. Buckets Burner would be one of them. And Crew. I don't know if you're still on there, Crew. And a couple more. But again, check out this one. Check out my TikTok. If you get a minute, if you're on TikTok, don't get on TikTok if you're not on it. But if you're on it, get on there and follow me on there. Then I can go live on that too. And I mean, like I said, I'm here to use the power of this media to get known. Once this generallee's done, which I'm guessing will be the spring or possibly the summer. Cool. You like it? What? Even that Geek and Son channel? Yeah, everything's Geek and Son. If you want to go look at the TikTok. This car, man. I'll talk more about the car. So I was a kid when the Dukes of Hazzard was on TV, and the movie's okay, but I always liked, family show kind of a thing. And man, you say, oh, they run from the cops. They're bad guys. Well, okay. Thanks, Boost Boy. Ah, kiss shirt, yes. How about that? Went to I've got the ADD, and this is totally live. I went to a Kiss concert, 4 or 5 years ago, and I'm telling you, they're as old as my dad. Sorry, Dad. And that was the best concert I've ever seen in my life. I mean, just like, holy crap. But yeah, I got the Kiss shirt on. In fact, for Halloween, I dressed up like Gene Simmons. I would show you. Can I show you on this? Doesn't look like anybody's on this phone anyway, so might as well show you. Dun, 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 dun. And get to it. Whoa, whoa. Don't. This is going to be embarrassing, but I don't care. Dun, dun, dun. I want to rock and roll. First concert in 96. Sweet. From what I understand, Mr. Rust Bucket Restos, Rust Bucket Restos, you live right around the corner from my friend Les. Look for a 55 wagon that's like a dark red. That's him. And he would be happy to talk to you about cars. Look at his channel, The Road Less Traveled. Generallee, hemi hooked and put the dixiehorn in my 97. Sweet. See, it's fun. That's what I think we all tend to find out is we're like, well, I'm the only one that likes Kiss and the generallee. But I think it's a lot of us that we all tend to like similar things. But the world now is like, no, you can't do that. You're a racist. You beepity beep beep. What is that? A Confederate flag? Well, you're going to hell for sure. Like, come on, dudes. You wouldn't believe the trouble I've had, even lately, because of that stupid flag. But to me, it's a cool car from when I was a kid. Anyway, yes, 68 Charger. I like 68s. I thought about getting a 68 and making it a generallee, but I was like, yeah. And then I found that. Let's go back to the story. So 6 years ago, I wanted to build this car. And I'd just done the engine in my Nova. So try and convince your wife of that. Yep. Oh, you have one on the front bumper. See what I mean? It's like, people. I don't want to, I'm stop the story again, but I don't want to buckle under the pressure of the people that are like, make everything about racism. I mean, I could tell you stories that would make you cry. But if you know me at all, you know I don't give a crap what color you are. I care if you're nice. I'll say that 1,000 times. If you don't like people because of the color of their skin, then that's dumb. Sorry. But anyway, the car. So I just finished my car, and let me turn this Facebook to my main Facebook so my people can come on. Beep, 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 beep. There it is. I'll see your name. Let's bust it. Recco. I can't say your name for some reason. I'm gonna go live on my main Facebook page so my friends can actually see me. Anyway, hi Facebook, I'm live. Somebody join. So again, watch this. Go to those channels on Facebook and TikTok and Instagram, and use this medium to benefit, what you want to talk about. Anyway, the car. Man, this is fun. Imagine me every day trying to talk to people. So I just fixed my Nova. I see on, of all places, eBay, this car. And I'm telling you, it was a pile of crappa. Junk. Like, just junk. Thanks, Jake. It was just rusty pile of crap. And again, I didn't know how to weld. I know general stuff because I had my Nova since I was 15. So I'd worked on my Nova most of my life. I can do engines. I can do whatever, transmissions and clutches and brakes and all that. But welding, no. I really, other than with my friend Les teaching me, I learned how to weld by myself. Just figured it out. And yeah, so cut the entire back of it off, took the rear end out, swapped out the leaf springs, put a full trunk floor in it, trunk extensions, outer wheelhouse on the driver's side, and then quarters and the trunk lid and the doors and the hood and the fenders. And this is over time, and we're talking 6 years in July. So we're working on 6.5. And I thought I would have enough time to finish it this summer. Like, my goal is I'm going to paint this sucker this summer. I'm going to spend every day on it. And because the job I have a lot of time during the summer. So, I mean, really, I worked on it like a regular job. I'm not saying every day, but a lot of days, 10, 12 hours a day, just working on this car, sanding it, getting it done. In fact, you know what I got to do? The piece that goes underneath the front, I got it from AMD, which is lucky because a couple of parts I still can't get. And it's still got that black coating on it. I got to sand that off because I like to take them down to bare metal. And it's too far down to bare metal right now in a lot of places. That sanding I did, it's down to 120. The whole car is down to 120. I'm going to spray it with the what do you call it? Epoxy primer. I can dig it out. Let's see if I can. Ta-da, that's the activator. Woo. And again, Eastwood's not paying me, but I like it. Although, what do I know? But it seems to work. Put that on there. Put in the paint gun, and good to go. And then, so where were we on the car? I don't know. I sold the front fenders, the original front fenders, and I still have a deck lid and a hood and the original engine. It's an SE, and I have the original engine, matching numbers. And what else do I have? Another transmission. So I've got 2 transmissions, 2 engines, blah, blah, blah. Not 2 rear ends, but I have 2 drive lines. Everything. So, I mean, technically, if I wanted to, I could throw the engine in this weekend and be done. Hi, Patrice. You're on live. Here's the car. Dun, dun, dun. So I'm on live on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube. Just so you know, tell everybody. What else? So, I was talking about the summer. So 10 hours a day. I was so tired. Like the summer went by like it was over, and I'm like, oh, really? Okay. And now it's too cold. How many 2nd gen chargers you have? Just the one. Just the one. I got enough parts to build probably 10 of them. Well, maybe not. But like that Rust Bucket Restos, I feel like I'm doing a commercial for him. He had one that was just so bad that he took the engine out of it. And I don't know if on one of his videos, I hadn't watched it lately, but he was going to try and rebuild that. I think he did. But the car was just too far gone to do anything with. But it was a 4-speed, which I've thought a lot of putting a 4-speed in this. But my Nova is 4-speed, so I'll probably keep this to be an automatic. And the engine I have has air conditioning and the whole bit. So it's going to be a comfortable car. But it's also 540 horse, 440. It's a 440 instead of a 383. Now you're like, well, 540, well, 540 is plenty for me. I thought a lot about putting a Hellcat engine in it. Like, contemporary engine. Just buy an old Charger or something and do that. Or you can even buy a new Hellcat and transfer it over, and maybe someday. But for now, I'm going to keep it stock, like like the Nova. I could have put an LS in that and a fancy transmission. It would change all the suspension, make it ride like a brand new car. But that's not the point, at least for me. I like it to make it feel like when I was, 17, being stupid in drag racing, and oh, look, there's Adam Burt. Hi, Adam. I didn't mean to say your last name. Hopefully nobody else heard that. We're doing a video on the car. I'm live on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. So, what was I saying? I get distracted. Oh, the engine. I thought a lot about putting engine, but I want it to be like when I'm 17, like it's like the 4-speed. It's not like you're driving a Honda. It's a ka-chink, 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 Hurst shifter, boom, boom. That's the Nova. That's why I thought about putting in here, but I think I'd rather have the automatic. And 540 horse is more than plenty. This only came if it was the hot rod version with 375. So 540 is going to be like awesome, and it's going to sound awesome. I've got the fancy exhaust, and I've got the fancy, everything. It's just going to be wonderful. The only thing I don't have, I think, is a battery, which I can get, obviously. I'm trying to think if I'm missing anything else. The headlight doors on this grill, they were vacuum operated. So, not very reliable, but I'm going to put these electric ones in where there's like a piston that just goes, and so it'll be perfect. Now I'll have to wire that, and it won't be exactly, stock, but this whole car is not exactly stock. I changed the front to disc brakes, which as an SE could have had disc brakes on the front. So, yeah. Adam, since you're on there, spread the word that I am totally fine. And nobody else needs to know what I'm talking about except for you. So, you want to be in my live video, but I don't know you, Luke. Who are you? I would, but this is a family-friendly channel. What if he said a bad word? He has a 68. Sweet. Do I know you, Luke? Or you just happen to be on here? You can never tell with these names. Jake's on here a lot. Anyway, I did. Shout me out, please. Luke. Oh, what do you call that? Faccio from Australia. Ooh, how's that living in Australia? We got a guy on Instagram. If you guys want to get on Instagram, it's Geek and Son. Or Luke, if you want to get on YouTube, it's live, Geek and Son. Same thing with TikTok. Get on Geek and Son. Subscribe, follow, all the usual stuff. But but I hear that because of the old, are they going to block me if I say this? Because of the current thing that's going on, that everybody's locked down. I heard it's really bad. I mean, I'm not there, so I don't know, but I heard. Okay. What do they have? I don't have the horns installed, but I do have them. I also have a CB antenna and all the interior. It's not going to be the, yes, it is. All right. That sucks, dude. Sorry. I think Luke is saying on Instagram that it's really locked down in Australia. That sucks. I wish there was something I could do for you guys. Anyway, got all this stuff. And once it's painted and I get the mean flag on there, yeah, it's going to be great. And I'm obviously not going to drive it like it's my main car. I'm going to go to car shows. And I talked to the people that are the car show I went to last year with my Nova, and they're fine with me bringing it. Because with this culture, man, you say anything wrong and you're just under the bus. You're like, oh, hello, bus. So be careful, but don't cower. I don't want to say you have to buckle under all this woke pressure crap. Just be good people and talk to people. And if you disagree, it doesn't mean you have to hate each other. Just be friendly. I mean, there's people you're not going to like, but it doesn't mean you need to be a total, paper face to them. Some of my people will know what paper face means. What else? I could give you a tour of the car, but not the YouTube people, because that camera's stuck on this machine. But these phones, we could move around. Anyway, Sweet. What do the hands mean? The praying hands. I don't know my emojis. I'm old. I do know how to say dope and lit and swag. That's silly. But if I go around talking like that, I'll be like, what's wrong with you, old man? I love this car. I mean, that's all it is. Love this car. Love the TV show. John Schneider's actually subscribed to me on the YouTube channel. Overcharged? I would, but I don't know you. Ooh, a 65 Valiant. That's different. Funny. Sup? I'd let you in overcharged, but I don't. Who are you? Tell me who you are. If I know you, I'll let you in. We talked about the Kiss shirt. I've got all the interior. I've got all the gauges. Everything. Just carpet and... Oh, it's an Aussie car? What's an Aussie car? The 65, whatever it was? Valiant? Oh, AP6. That's why it's different. Cool. That's what I was going to ask you before I got to it. It's Teresa. Teresa's live on the Facebook. How about that? So, Teresa, we're live on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram. All Geek and Son, if you want to subscribe. Subscribe. Overcharges for license plate. Sweet. What kind of car? I can't see it. I can see a little car in the icon, but I can't see what it is. John following. Oh, I know. Yes. John following. That's cool. And I was like, no, it's not really him. It was him. I was like, well, it's not like I know him, but I was like, cool. And that was like a year ago. So I feel like we're going in circles here. But I love this car. Teresa would know when we were kids, Dukes of Hazzard was everything. My mom was driving this car. What was it? It was like a 73 Plymouth Satellite, red. And we're driving down the street in the winter, and my brother's in the back seat, and we get some black ice and spin out. And my little brother said, yeehaw, Dukes of Hazzard. And, that's the way it was. It wasn't like we were trying to jump a river or run from the police. We slid on the ice, but it was still cool. Cool. You got a 69 Charger? Sweet. What color is it? I'm talking to multiple people at the same time on different platforms. Last video I did, I tried this stuff. Again, I'm not advertising for these people. I'm just telling you what I've done. So if you trust my opinion, try it. If not, they're not giving me any money. It's called Evercoat. You mix it in with the... Ooh, it's nice and sticky. That's nice. You mix it in with the mud. And what I found is it really thins it out. Like blue, sweet. Blue interior, overcharged. Or what color interior? Anyway, the Evercoat, it makes it really thin, which is good because then it kind of makes it self-leveling. But if you do it on the side, I didn't like it. I've done the fiberglass kind. I've done the regular kind. Now I've done it with that mixed in. I think the regular kind, unless you're doing it on welds. Oh, white interior. That's got to look good. Send some pictures over. That'd be cool. Or tag me on some of them on Instagram. I love the Charger. And with all the crap that's going on in the world, I'll be honest, 550, that's awesome. So Luke says his Valiant makes 550 horse, which is awesome. You would think, oh, the new engines are 7, but yeah, but that's all crap. Oh, it's on page. I'll have to take a look. Anyway, I've thought with all the crap going on with the world and the we hate, the rebel flag kind of a thing, well, I'll paint it black. But then I'm like, you know what? No. I wanted the generallee. So I'm going to build the generallee, and if it makes other people mad, then sorry. I've got how much do I want to say about that? Somebody in my family, let's say, who has disowned me and the rest of the family, and somebody who I thought was really... Thanks, Jake. Thanks for joining. Don't forget to go to the other channels. or TikTok and Instagram and all that. Person in my family has disowned me and the whole of the family because of this BS wokeness crap that's going around in the world. Again, I'm all for being friendly to everybody, but it's become too much. It's just too much now. So try not to do that to people. Just be friendly. You'd build the generallee? Sweet. That'd be interesting to see the generallee in Australia, because my vision of Australia is like probably the outback. I mean, I've never been there, but that'd be cool. Gonna build a modern generallee than Kenny Wynn shepherded. Did he really? I haven't seen that. That'd be cool. Is it still a 69 Charger, or is it like a new Charger 4-door thing? Because I had a 4-door old cop car Charger, which was sweet, but yeah. And I thought about that. You could take that engine, which was pretty peppy. You could take that drivetrain out and stick it in here. There's plenty of conversion kits. Okay, good. Just checking. I didn't know. I haven't seen it. You could take that engine out and stick it in this, but it's just not. And even on the TV show, it wasn't 440s. Not many of them. They were the 318s and. Oh, I see what you're saying. The cities, yeah. Well, I mean, really, what do you think of the U.S.? Is it all, California and New York? Not where I am. Sweet. Over on YouTube, Instagram, Overcharge said he built his in 2006. Kenny did his, so he made his blue. I like blue, especially if it's a dark blue. Is yours light or dark? I tend to like the darker colors. In fact, the color of this, everybody argues. Well, it's this, it's that, it's TNT Express, it's, Hemi orange, it's whatever. I'm going to do mine Corvette Flame Red, if it's what I think it is. Kind of a almost red color. Not quite as red as like a Coke thing, but, closer to that than if I have anything orange. I'm kind of colorblind, so maybe I'm not a good judge of that. I can't find anything orange. How funny is that? Doesn't matter. But not like a pumpkin orange or something. Sweet. Blue purple. Oh, yeah. That would look good. So, and even the guy I was talking to earlier, the Rust Bucket Restos, he said on one of his, there's too many generallees. There are. There's one in my neighborhood that I know of, unless the guy moved. But he bought his back in like the 90s and paid like $1,500 when they were just junk cars. People are trying to get rid of them. Can you imagine? You talk about going back in time. Go there and buy like 10 Chargers. Retire off of that kind of money. We could sell them. Because I'm telling you, this one, the way it sits, no engine, no interior, because it's so perfect now. We're talking 30, 40 grand on the right person. No engine. When I'm done, we're talking 90, 100 grand. That's why I'd be like, man, I could use this and pay off my house. I got to admit, it's pretty tempting. I'll never sell my Nova. I mean, I've had that, like I said, since I was 15. But this is just a toy. Ooh, Ghost Frame the RT stripe. Man, that's going to look cool. So, Overcharge, are you a painter then? Because like me, I'm not a painter, but I'm learning. The next thing I do this is epoxy. Then I'm going to put it's so sweet. And I don't need to do that. The body is really straight now. If you watch the videos, I've had so much trouble getting the roof and above the back window to be flat. I mean, that's the whole reason I keep putting more mud on it. And it's not like I'm building up, but I just paper thin, build it, and then try to get it all flat level. Because when you look at it, it's called a wet check. Spray some stuff on there, and you can see if there's any waves in it. And I want it to look so good, like it's a sheet of glass. Now, will I get it? That's my old friend from, I won't say where, because I don't want everybody to know. My friend, the one on my YouTube channel that is the Road Less Traveled. He paints his own cars. He's painted several cars. You have been to the U.S. and loved it. Sweet. It's where I live. It's a city, but it's not like really condensed like in LA or in New York. And I actually prefer it a little less than it is. Kind of not quite the country, but definitely not in inner city. What else? The roof, the deck lid, the doors. Oh, I was talking about the sheet. You look down the side now, and in between the door gaps, I'm going to take you guys, since there's most of you guys on here. Come on, Facebook. See, you can see a lot of bare metal here, but that's fine because I'm going to respray them. So look down the side of this car. It's completely straight. Follow the body lines. And that's because I spent so much time getting this line straight. I put a skim coat right here just to make that perfectly flat. Same thing with the gaps. Same thing with above the roof right here. And this Dutchman panel that I screwed up trying to fix this gap. The rear end. And actually the passenger side is even better than the driver's side. I mean, look at that. That is so straight. And once it's got the epoxy primer on it again, it's going to be just beautiful. And when I got it, look at some of the really old videos. It's just a dented piece of crap. So much rust. I mean, my wife is like an angel. If I were a wife, you know what I mean? I'd be like, husband, are you crazy? Go dump a bunch of money in a car that doesn't even run. You crazy? Yeah. So 400 hours of blocking and paint by. Wow. All original. Wow. So that's this is all, again, I'm not selling you this, but AMD, Automatic Direct. Most of it, except for the roof and the interior floor, most of the car is AMD. And their stuff is pretty good. I would have rather had that original, but that ain't gonna happen. Especially not this car. It was a pile of crap. You wouldn't even buy this car if you're just going to look at a car. You wouldn't buy this car. But since it's the '69 Charger, even floors and trunk, wow, that's like the holy grail, finding a car that's in really good shape. Anyway, this car was a big day out influence. What does that mean? To me? I don't know what you mean. It's just, you got to do it. If you like this kind of stuff, do it. Find a way. I did. And I'm not rich. I have a regular job. It's taken me 6 years. Cali car entire life, sweet. That's cool. The only thing about that is the heat burns the interiors, but those are pretty, compared to what interior is nothing. Like I replaced the seats in my Nova 318 904 green white interior. Cool. You know what? I don't even know. What was I saying? I lost my train of thought. Doesn't matter. Oh, interior. The people like the saddle brown for the generallee, but I'm doing mine black, and I did my Novas black, and I do it again. My Novas, which were originally like kind of an off-white. Sweet. All right, I'm answering people that aren't watching, some of them, but we got only 3 people left, so I'm going to wrap it up here. What time is it? So, yeah, we've been on for 45 minutes. That's long enough. If you guys wouldn't mind, please go on to my YouTube channel and subscribe, and on Instagram and TikTok, and I would appreciate it. Take a look. That way, if you want to send me a message, that'd be on any of them, I'll answer you. And the next thing I'll be doing is spraying black interior. That'd be sweet. Next thing I'll be doing is spraying the epoxy primer again as soon as we get a warm day. And then we'll move on to the sprayable filler, then the primer, then the paint, and the clear. Boom. And I'm going to take all the panels off. So the doors and the fenders and the hood and the trunk lid. I'm going to hang them and paint them. So that's why I can do the jams and everything and make it just like so perfect. One more thing before I stop. Every time I get into here, I'll be sanding, and I'm already like, this car is exactly block, block, and block. That's all I do, and keep blocking. You're exactly right. I get in there, and I'm like, man, this is so good. And I look, and I'm like, how did this high spot? Where did this come from? What? Or a low spot, or whatever it is. Because I mean, I have sanded every inch of this car hundreds of times. Well, every inch of the sheet metal, and you think it's perfect, and then you go back and you get something that's not quite right. But again, who am I to impress? I'm going to get it to where I like it. And then if I do take it to a car show and they don't like it, I'm going to be like, come on, man, you have no idea how much time and money I put in this car. My friend Les, he hates car shows because they just pick they pick your car apart. Oh, look at that gap. Oh, look at that wave, or look at that whatever. Oh, the General's interior is this, or what do they say about my Nova? Oh, my Nova's a hatchback. Oh, that's not that. Yeah, it's an SS. Super. So people like to complain. Hanging panels, paint has grain like carpet. What? Spray it the same way it's going to lay. Yeah, agreed. And if I like my Nova, I eventually paint that, it's a dark red metallic. I'm gonna leave the panels on. But if I don't hang the panels when I paint them, I'll at least have to take the doors off. I don't know if I mean, the paint, the color of paint I want, leave the panels on. The color paint I want is like $1,000 for a gallon. It's insane. So I don't know exactly, jam it. Do I paint the underside of the fenders? Do I paint the inside of the trunk? Maybe after. We'll see. Because I'm not going to spend $1,000 on paint just so I can paint that nobody will ever know it's there. That's dumb. But we'll see. See when I get there. I won't be there till at least the spring, probably the summer. So if you're watching in the summer, you can come on and tell me then. All right. Underside of trunk. Oh, the trunk lid, yes. But I mean like the floor and the sides, the inside of the quarters. Like you watch, what's his name? That Mopar dude. Mark from Oregon. Graveyard Cars. He paints the inside of the quarters when they're off the car before he's welding them on. And that long hair painty dude he has, it's crazy. He says you can't use rhino liner on what? Oh, like to cover it so it doesn't rust? Yeah. Well, that's kind of what they did too. If you look on the original ones, they have some kind of texturizing stuff on the inside of the fender in the quarters, which I'll probably, well, let's see, I try to replicate that, and I will, and well, I haven't decided yet. You know what's dumb that just made me think of? Hey, Chad Duran, under the fenders. Yeah, I'll definitely do under like that. But then again, the frame underneath, I'm not going to do that. It's the original color of this car was like a bronze, I think, gold. How many other pieces here? I can't find them, but I'm not gonna paint. I'm gonna wrap it up. Bye bye, Facebook. Good talking to you. We're still on the old Instagram and the YouTube. Inside the trunk, use trunk paint. Is there a specific paint for trunks? I didn't know that. So I'm a what do you call it? Novice. There. I just posted mine to Facebook. Video has ended. Body color will be hard to scratch, more durable. Huh. Didn't know that. Sweet. Well, I'm going to check yours out. If I subscribe to you, let's see. Bam. Follow. All right, followed you, overcharged. I'll follow. What do you call it? Luke. Uh-oh, noise. I hear noise. Dun, 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 Luke. Bam. Follow. All right. Again, thanks everyone for talking on here. Appreciate it. Thanks, Overcharged. I'd like to look at your car. That'd be cool. And now we're gonna end. Whoops. I've been where you've been. Oh, yeah. Believe me, I get it. I'm gonna end this. Choo, choo.